May I have a big round of applause for our sponsor, Backoff. And to represent Backoff, we have our own Mr. Rajesh Adangle, Business Development Analysis for Building Automation in Backoff. Thank you.
I am Rajesh Adhangre. I am working with Backoff since last 8 years, and I take care of Backoff Building Automation Division. Okay. We have already in this hall we have people who have worked on building automation. They are regularly working on to building automation. I want to understand from people from the like what are the challenges that we face when it comes to a typical building management system. What is that? So any thoughts on this? Any feedback? What is the challenge when it comes to selecting a building management system or a building management system controller? What is the prime challenge that we face? Any guess? See, first of all, we did few certain projects, and when we approached the customer, and they were using a conventional building management system and a proprietary building management system, then the first challenge they were facing was of the latency. I will share an example. Is when I was discussing with customer, and he said a fire alarm was activated somewhere in the building, and it took almost 5 minutes to get that alarm onto the central building management server. So 5 minutes for a fire alarm system. And that was the case, at least not long back story. This is almost 8 years back story, when conventional BMS was being used in the building. So first thing we face for a conventional building management system is the latency. Here I have shown the diagram of the picture of hare and the tortoise. We all know the story, and we know that finally in this story tortoise is the winner. But when it comes to the building management system, for that matter any automation system, it is all about the speed. So let us not get into this story. And when it comes to selecting a suitable building management system, first of all what we have to look into is the speed. We all face this problem. Okay, there are multiple protocols, there are multiple systems, there are multiple stakeholders, and there are multiple integrations, and they are all talking onto different protocols. And the commissioning engineer who is doing the commissioning at site, finally he gets mad, and that mess is created, and all the blame it comes to the building management system that it is not working. Another problem what we face is non-flexible architecture and limitations with IO connectivity. Is like a controller, it will handle this many number of points, and if we had to go for bigger buildings, then we'll have to probably select some other controller which will add to the cost as well. So unflexibility is another problem that we generally face into building management system when we do the selection for the building management system. We do this entire storage. The data is stored into the central BMS server. So all the dependency is always there onto the central BMS server. And controller is only used for programming, and it is used as a gateway to pass the information from the field to the central BMS server. So all the responsibility comes onto the central BMS server to store the data. And you can imagine, and we have also faced this problem, is what will happen if this central BMS server, if it fails. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. And finally, energy inefficiency. Like buildings, their HVAC units, they are running at all time, even if it is not required. Like here only, we have faced this problem of too much of cooling when it is really not required. And then lights are on everywhere, and that also leads to energy inefficiency. And then the energy bills, they run into lakhs for the users. And finally, this all gets to wastage of time, energy, and manpower. So, to address the issue of latency, back off, we have got our EtherCAT, which is capable of running or transmitting the data not only into 100 megabits per second, but also it can go up to 10 gigabits per second. So it is so fast. Our EtherCAT technology, it is the fastest, and the data can be refreshed onto the central server into milliseconds. And let me tell you, every I/O, as per the criticality and as per the priority, we can set the timing. So we have our control system which can be placed at the field level. So field level, I mean, it can be an air handling unit or even a VAV box or electrical systems, DGs, water management system. So everything that is on the field. And not only that, we have got the products related to lighting control, and then energy measuring systems. These products also are there into our product basket. Then for the automation level, we have our central controllers, our embedded PCs and industrial PCs, which take the data from the field, process it, and then passes it on to the next level. As far as management level is concerned, we have our panel PCs. Now, these panel PCs, as you will see, this is not a touch screen. It comes with a processor. So, right from 5-inch up to 24-inch, we have got a panel PC, and this panel PC is capable of storing the data. So, it stores the data into it, and the operator will be able to monitor and control all the parameters within the building from this panel PC. So what benefit we get is we can eliminate the use of a BMS server. We can remove that BMS server, and we can simply go with a panel PC which will act as a controller as well. And it has got all the storage facility, and all this data can be stored into it. And finally, this data can be passed definitely onto the local server, local space, and through the cloud protocols, this information can be passed onto the cloud as well. So we support the protocols such as OPC, MQTT, AMQP, which can communicate on the cloud. You name any service within the building, be it lighting, water management system, um, then HVAC, electrical, diesel generators, UPS, power, anything you name that, or even integrations such as fire alarm system, light, and all those things. We have hardware or software that supports all these protocols. Not only that, we definitely have the hardware like controllers and I/O modules which accepts inputs like 4 to 20 milliamps, 0 to 10 volts DC, digital input, digital output. But apart from that, we also have power measurement terminals with us. That means we can remove the dependency on the energy meters or on any third party energy devices, and we can simply put Beckhoff energy measuring system, and we can monitor all the parameters of the electricity within that particular premise. We also have manual operating modules with us. That means on every level, like if we take a case of this particular hotel, now if once everybody leaves and somebody, if he or she doesn't switch off these lights, then the security will come over there, and he has got this manual override button which belongs to Beckhoff, and he will simply switch it off in the evening while he is leaving the premise. So these manual operating modules are also available with Beckhoff. We have pressure measuring terminal, an ocean master terminal, manual emergency operation, and the yellow terminal, what you are seeing over there, these are the safety terminal. And these are SEAL 3 certified terminals which are used for fail-safe operations. So this is also there. And you will see all the protocols. These are the IP protocols that we support. These are BACnet, OPC UA, DALI, SMI, NOcean, Modbus, MBus, MPBus. So you name any protocol into the open market, and that protocol is available with us. And other integrations such as EIB, KNX, LON, AS interface, RS232, RS485, and then BACnet, MSTP, BACnet IP, OPC UA, MQTT, all these protocols are available in our control system. And not only that, our system is capable of integrating with audio video solutions as well. And we have got this Creston communication protocol readily available with us. So wherever you are interfacing with Creston, please keep Beckhoff in mind. We have that solution with us. Again, the same slide. These are only limited protocols and gateways. They are available with which is shown in this diagram. But apart from that, we have many other. And this is the housing. This is how it looks like once the entire Beckhoff control system is installed into it. And these are few case studies. So not only for building automation, but our products are being used into this automotive industry. So be it Volkswagen, Mercedes, you name any car manufacturer, BMW, the process is all done on Beckhoff control system. I mentioned about audio, video, and media technology. So we are able to integrate all these services into it. And our solution goes for PC, like PC-based solution goes for entertainment industry as well. So you must have, we all see these Hollywood movies, and we see the Spider-Man landing onto the car. So behind that, our motion controller is operating. So it is not like some guy randomly jumps onto the car, but it is well synchronized with our control system. Measurement technology, we give our solutions mainly for measurement technology also. And assembly and handling. There also we have our presence. And definitely for building automation, we do everything, right from room automation, energy data acquisition, HVAC, media control, lighting, everything, we do that. And now we have got the terminals for industrial automation as well, process control. These blue terminals are available with us, and we use this specifically for process control. And soon, we'll be using this we'll be providing these redundant solutions for industrial automation. So this is it from my end. If you have got any queries or questions, please feel free to ask me, or we'll meet.
On your booth, is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank
we
you
have
so
our
much.
booth over there, so please
Yes.
visit our booth.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
Rajesh.
so much. Thank you so much, Rajesh sir. Backoff has been always our constant support for all the back days till now. May I request Dr. Atul to please be on stage to felicitate Rajesh Adangle ji for Backoff. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.